You got this, Chris.
Well, how many of us like to swim? Yeah? Okay, good, great. This is easier now. When I was a kid, I was a great swimmer, actually. I was, that size when you're in the pool, and you go from grade to grade to grade, and I skipped a level because I was that good. And the level I skipped was Introduction to Deep End. So when I got to the deep end, I got in and I jumped in, went straight down to the bottom, and almost drowned. So that was the end of my swimming career. I got out of the water, that was it, afraid of the water, done. So it's kind of interesting that I'm here today to talk to you about the benefits of swimming. Madam Toastmaster, fellow members, and most welcome guests, I know you're all over there. I'm going to stop there. So, oh wow. There are three types of swimming, three types of swim exercises that I'm going to talk about today that are benefits. One is just swimming, getting in the pool. Two is about endurance swimming. And the third one is about high intensity interval training, which I'm not going to say again, I'm just going to call it interval training, just to make it easy. There are benefits from each one of them, and they build on one another. So the first one is swimming. Just getting in the pool simply gives you an advantage. Once you get into the pool and you start swimming on a regular basis, you start to engage your core muscles. Your core muscles, a lot of people think of as the muscles that you do when you do sit-ups. It's a little bit more than that. Core muscles are the ones that you can better thought of as stabilizing muscles. So when you're moving around like this, and the muscles that you use to transfer weight around in your body. How this works when you're swimming is you're constantly having to shift your weight around when you're swimming to stay streamlined, to stay on the water. And this is something you're doing consciously or unconsciously, but it's something that's consistent. So whether you swim 5 minutes, half an hour, however long it is, you will always be working your core muscles. At the end of this, what happens once you get out of the pool is the benefit is, there's two parts of it. The benefit of coming out of the pool is you're going to be more stable on your feet. Moving around is going to be a lot easier for you. You're going to be a lot more, the term would be balance. You can have better balance once you get out of the pool also, if you swim a lot. This is just simply from swimming. Another thing about it, this has to do with the core muscle, the core workouts. A lot of people, again, like I said, think about this, your sit-ups as being a core workout, and they'll go into the gym and they'll do 10 sit-ups, 20 sit-ups, and they'll think that's great. They're not actually doing a full core workout. When you're swimming, you are. And again, your half hour of swimming, half hour of core workout. A lot of people don't reach that. You're beating that. The next type of swimming is the endurance swim, and this is a build-up from the core workout. So you've got to a point where you're efficient enough to swim a distance, and the distance swimming, distance swimming is a bit different than swimming for speed. So when you look at TV, when you look at people like Michael Phelps, whoever, they're swimming 25 meters or 50 meters or 100 meters. And to swim these distances, they have a specific time that they're trying to reach. You swim 100 meters at a slower rate than you would 50 meters or 25 meters. That's just something you need to gauge when you get in the pool. Long distance swimming starts when you start to shift from that speed swimming to endurance swimming. There's an area in there. For me, it's about when I get to 500 meters. So I have to swim at a certain rate to get up to 400 meters, but if we were to go beyond 500 meters, I have to engage what it is that I need to do long distance swimming. And that's actually to slow down. So you get to be a really good swimmer at the very beginning, and then you have to learn to control your swimming, to slow down, to get into long distance swimming. This is where a lot of people fail, and they don't progress into long distance swimming. So they'll see me, I get comments all the time in the pool, how do you do that? I just slow down, simple as that. So the benefits from that kind of swimming, although it's difficult to get to, is there are three main ones. One, I guess you get the swimmer's build. You get to build a lot of lean muscle. This comes by default because you're using your whole body again to swim, including your core. You're using arms, legs, everything else. You're really building that kind of muscle. The second thing that you're going to be getting is actually joint health improves. One of the things that, for example, you do when you're swimming that you're not going to be doing in pretty much any other sport is with your ankles. You're going to be making your ankles go flat like that a lot of the times to make yourself go, to propel yourself, to streamline yourself. That sort of activity when you're in the pool, just like I said, it improves your joints. The other thing that, this is where it starts to get really good, you burn calories. You burn a lot of calories when you're swimming. So your metabolism increases in these long distance swims. And for me, for example, if I swim for an hour, that's about 700 calories burned. That's about a Big Mac meal at McDonald's. So easy in, easy out, that's good. So the next thing after that, though, once you're swimming for these long distances, and for example, an hour of me swimming is about 2.5 kilometers. This is important because that's about 700 meters, sorry, 700 calories. So 2.5 kilometers, 700 calories. When you start doing these intensity workouts that are fun, they are structured in a very different way. They're structured in a way where you have very short intervals of swimming, and this has to do with going back to the distance swimming that I was talking about, where you have to understand before you start any lap how long you're going to be in that lap for. So in interval training, you're going to have a workout that looks like it has a warm-up, and then it will have a bunch of really short lap lengths. And what it's trying to do is force your body to adjust to changing conditions. The end result of this, actually quickly, what the workout looks like, it will be 400 meters and then 25, 50, 25, 75 meters, and you have to understand before you do that exactly how fast you can swim. You swim as fast as you can. You're going to be out of breath the entire time. At the end of this half hour, you're probably going to swim, for me at least, around 2 kilometers. That 2 kilometers, though, when you're swimming this type of intensity, brings you up to about, it basically completely changes the equation on calories. So my calorie count quadruples pretty much and goes up to 350 calories for a swim, so about 1,400 calories in that kind of swim. Also, your metabolism will kick up for about 24 hours and you're basically doing a lot better. So those are 3 of the benefits of swimming on a regular basis. And the 4th one, which is really awesome, you get to eat whatever you want. Madam Toastmaster?